All right, this is Ralph with Big Nads Off-Road. We just picked up a red Grand Cherokee that you can see in the background. Should be a fun little build. Did it from the trailer. As you can see, we got the trailer in here, offloaded it on the rack, ready to go. This little beauty does not run. It cranks over but does not start. And I'm gonna figure out what's wrong with it. First check for fuel pressure, then check for spark and compression, and go from there. Alright, well, one of the easiest way to check for fuel pressure is to go to the fuel rail, take off the Schrader valve cap, use your fancy screwdriver, give it a little push. Hey, fuel came out. That means there's fuel pressure. Alright, so this fancy little tool, it basically checks the pulse going to the fuel injector. You can see I've unhooked the connector from the fuel injector, and I have put in the little light into the connector, and I'm going to crank it over and see if she sparks or lights up. Where is it at? There it is. Okay. Turn the key. Okay, that did not light up. That lets me know that the crank position sensor is probably bad, so I'm going to replace that. Alright, so I'm going to tell you where the crank position sensor is, and it is on the passenger side of the engine towards the back of the... So, as you can recognize, here's the engine compartment. Right back in here, to the back. And there it is. So I'm going to unhook that first, and then go around and unhook the crank position sensor itself. Alright, so the crank position sensor is on the bell housing on the driver's side. Come up under here, and it's going to be very difficult to show you in here, but let me try and find a position for this. Okay, there it is. I've already got the bolt out, so I'm going to remove it, but it's on the top of the bell housing. You take out the one bolt. It's a 7/16 or 11 millimeter, and then you remove it. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, I just finished installing that crank position sensor, as it's my guess on what's going on. Anybody who knows Jeeps knows that if an engine shuts down for a random reason, it's the crank position sensor. Super easy to replace. So let's see. This car has not been started in over a year. Let's see what happens here. Okay. And... hey! That's weird. It totally runs. Well, too bad this Jeep had to sit around for a year and just for such a small, easy component, 35 bucks. But hey, this sounds beautiful, and let's go from there.